everyone, and we're back again, reading more stories. This, I hope you guys are enjoying these like I am. Um, and let's get right into it. So, our story for today is called Wife Cheated After 13 Years Together. I won't read the TLDR because I'm just gonna read the story to you. Starts off with, "Hi everyone. A little background. My wife, 28 female, and I, 28 male, have been together for 13 years. We started dating when we were roughly 16, never broke up, and got married 3 years ago. We had the kind of relationship that others were jealous of, and everyone always expected us to get married when we were younger. Over the past year and a half to 2 years ago, 2 years, oh, I'm sorry, things have started changing between us. Some issues came up with her family. She started to become more and more distant, both emotionally and physically. Started being super protective with her phone and grew closer and closer to a male coworker. That's a big red flag. I'm sorry, man. I'll explain. Um, she's becoming protective of her phone. Why would she need to hide anything if she's in a loving relationship? She's not doing anything wrong. That's a red flag. She's withdrawing physically. Another red flag. What? Why is that happening? Is it something physical? Like something wrong with her body, something wrong with him? But if it's no for reason at all, that's a red flag. Emotionally, of course, if she's just not available for anything, that's a big problem. And a coworker, it's always the coworker, man, I swear. A male coworker at that. Gotta watch out for him. Alright, let's continue on. Long story short, I snooped. Yes, I know this is bad. On her phone, because I had a feeling something was going on based on a variety of factors and found incriminating texts confirming she was having an affair with this guy. When I confronted her early September, she owned up to it, saying that it had been going on for a year. They had been having the affair in our home, sleeping together in our bedroom. That would eventually be the room where our future children slept. Oh, this woman is scum, man. She does not care about respect at all. She apologized, saying it would never happen again, and I told her that in order for us to move on, I need her to have no contact with the person she cheated on me with. 2 months later, and they are still talking occasionally, with her saying it is unfair of me to ask her to not talk to someone she considers a close friend. A close friend does not blow your back out. You don't have sex with a close friend, you know? A close friend is someone who can support you, not fuck you, you know? I mean, seriously. Okay, continuing on. I on it. Well, I will say this. It is very, very reasonable for him just to only want her to cut contact with the guy. He could have done so much more, but she's complaining about not going no contact with the affair partner. She's the one being the unreasonable. Okay, now we'll continue on. I'm sorry. I honestly don't know what to do at this point. I'm trying to see if I can move on, but I feel like I can never trust her again. That's honestly understandable. I feel like choosing to be in touch with him still shows that she's choosing their relationship over ours. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. I'm glad you see that. Okay. I am just totally torn on what my gut is telling me. She also told me not to tell any of our friends what is going on, so I don't even have someone to talk to. She is saving her reputation by saying that she doesn't want to get exposed for cheating. Because, as they said, they had like the role model relationship. That they were the relationship everybody wanted to have. But if people find out about it, what's that gonna make her look like? You know? I think he should just tell people. I mean, she brought someone else into their relationship. What's a couple more people gonna do? You know? And that's exactly what he did. He went for information. He went for information, um, support, and I'm glad he did this. You know? I feel people who don't know anything are better help than people who are going to be biased, you know? Okay. Sorry this was a bit of a rant, but it's the first time I've written it all out. I really don't know how to proceed or cope with this. He has an edit right here. Was not expecting this large of a reaction outside of a few that seem to think nasty replies are appropriate when someone has their entire life crumble around them. This is helpful. I know what I need to do. I just need to rip off the band-aid and do it. I'm going to call the lawyer I spoke to a few weeks ago tomorrow and see how he says I should approach the situation. Yes, you're exactly right, man. I am proud of you. You know what you need to do. She's not respecting the relationship. She's not respecting you. And better yet, she's not respecting her future kids. Like, seriously. In the bed, in your own bed, man. In your house, where your kids will sleep. Well, future kids, but you get the idea. That she's not respecting. She doesn't know what she wants. She wants the fun, but without the responsibility, you know? And he should honestly just leave. Alright, we have a reply here from a fellow editor. He says, so he's quoting text of them saying, partner of 13 years, 3 years married, had an affair with last year, and is talking to the man she cheated with. This is going to sound harsh, but divorce her. If she's not willing to do absolutely everything she can to repair the abuse and trauma she inflicted on you, then it's not worth reconciling with. She'll just cheat again and again. Trust me, I know from experience. And he's not wrong. He is not wrong. And the OP replies, part of me knows what I need to do, but does not know how to do it. The relationship had been such a huge part of my life, and it's basically all I know. And as hard as it is to say, I'm scared. I've spoken to a lawyer already in mid-September when this all started, but I just do not know how to finally say that is what I want. That's totally understandable. He's been with this girl since he was a young kid, you know, teenager. Um, he's still young. He was like 27? Oh, 28. They're both 28. He's still young. She's past her good years. Let's be honest, okay? She's moving into her 30s, no kids. We know what happens in the 30s. And him, he's been with one partner, I'm assuming, one partner for most of his life. Um, he has a very promising future ahead of him. All he needs to do is get his money up, you know, get in shape, focus on him. Come out of this strong, you know. It's going to be hard putting past the 13 years, but it's what he needs to do. It's what he needs to do. And he has an update, and I will be reading that next, and I hope that's what he did. Alright, we'll do one more comment. This dude replied, number 1, do everything your lawyer says before you do anything. 2, go and get an STD test right away, and no, 100% no sex with her ever again. Gather up all your important documents and scan them all in. Bank statements, birth certificates, health information, investments, deed to the house, everything. Go through your house and take detailed pictures of all your belongings and the state of your home. Take copies of all the evidence of her affair and her behavior since you discovered it. Store the scans somewhere she can't get to. Number 4, take any high-value items or family heirlooms that are just 100% yours out of the house, family, office, wherever. 5, come up with a fair separation settlement it is in your mind. Plan your finances, where you live, custody of kids, if any. Be ready in your mind for your new reality and accept it. Go through it with your lawyer, have him prep paperwork. Number 6, talk to a buddy. Have him on hot standby if things go sideways for the conversation you're about to have. Sit your wife down, someplace quiet without the kids. Put your phone to record. Tell her, wife, this marriage is now over, and you know why. I'm not going to debate this, and this is not a conversation. I'm here to inform you that we are divorcing. Here's what my lawyer and I agree is a fair settlement and custody approach. Please review this with your lawyer. You are not sleeping in the other bedroom, and I consider myself single. If you act respectfully and civilly, this will go will go well for both of us. If you don't, I will make sure all of our friends and family know in detail what you have done and how you've treated me. And number 8, my favorite, get up, walk away, and go have a beer with your buddy because your whole life is now ahead of you. That is what I recommend. I 100% agree with this guy. He needs to get out. He really does. She doesn't respect him. Alright. And now, the update. He starts off with, "Hey everyone, I figured it was time to update since all of your advice was so helpful. After posting here a little over a month ago and reading all of your advice, I called my lawyer, told my parents and some close friends what was going on, and told my wife that I wanted a divorce. She begged and pleaded, promised to make things better, and cut off contact with the AP. Well, I'm gonna stop it right here. Notice how, when it was just her and him who knew about it, it was just them two. She didn't care. She didn't care. But now that he's saying he's divorcing her, people know what's happening. Now she wants to fix things. She doesn't care. She just wants the security. And that's pretty clear because if she actually cared, she would have fixed it a long time ago. Why does a divorce have to make it where that's when you cut off things with the AP? It should have happened a long time ago. Continuing on, we spent all weekend together with her promising things and saying and doing all the right things. I did not fully believe her, but I was willing to give her one more chance to try and save what I had thought we had. Things were fine. We were more or less just coexisting for just about a month. But she was on her phone a lot less and being a lot more attentive to me. The reason that is, 'cause she's in danger. Her whole life is in danger. Everything she knows is in danger. And I'm sorry to hear that she's trying to manipulate you, man. But it, from what it sounds like, he knows what he must do. And I hope he's strong enough to do it. Alright, continuing on. Well, 2 weekends ago, she handed me her phone to show me something, and I suspiciously wiped, up on all her apps, and there she was, talking to her AP on Instagram. Ooh, that's the final straw, in my opinion, if she wanted any type of reconciliation. She, oh, this girl, man, she does not care. I flipped out, and she promised he just messaged her. She told him that she could not talk. This was blatantly false, as I read their conversation and they were discussing what they were each doing that night. I was again duped, lied to, and deceived. She told me she would finally block him out and wanted to say goodbye since he was a friend. I said it was inexcusable and that she had to cut off contact and blocked him right then, which she said she would. 2 days later, I asked if she had blocked him, and she had not yet. Uh, this woman, man, she does not respect this guy. I am very sorry, man. End of the long story. I told her right on the spot they were getting divorced, and we can either go through mediation if she agrees to every single thing that I want, or I can get my lawyer involved, and we'll get what I want anyway. She agreed to mediation, and we are beginning that process shortly. It took me some time to get there, longer than it probably should have. Yeah, that's fine, man. That's fine. You finally saw for the woman she really is, and not the woman you married, not the woman you dated. You saw her for who she really is. And I hope that killed your feelings for her, so you do not want to go back to her. Don't let her come back to you, because if you let her come back to you, she's just gonna do the same exact thing. Whew, okay. It took me some time to get there. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading the same thing. But I finally have enough respect for myself to put an end to this and go find the life of happiness that you deserve. Exactly, 100%. She still tries to make me feel bad about all this, blaming me to a degree, telling me how awful of a situation I am putting her in, but I remind her that it was her actions that caused this, not mine, and she has to live with the consequences of her actions. I have also begun telling more friends about what happened along with the rest of my family. This is not how I ever saw my life going, but know that this is a blessing in disguise and I will end up with someone who truly makes me happy. That's the end of the update. Does he have any more posts? He does not. Okay. So, let's read some comments. See, he's reading. This dude, I like this dude. He's reading everything. Congrats on not doing the pick me dance. Interwebs friends, you better believe that she'll do anything and everything to remain in your life. Gaslighting, bad mouthing you to your friends, attempting intimacy, document everything. Listen to your lawyers. You do have a lawyer, right? Separate financially. Now, remove your half from your joint account. Open a new account that does not have her name on it. That is where your paycheck goes. Make sure your name is what you want / need only. Again, a lawyer can walk you through this more efficiently than I can. Focus on yourself, exercise, eat better, drink water, learn skills, pick up a hobby. Do not leave the house unless instructed to by your lawyer. State laws vary greatly on this. Good luck. I'd bet my ridiculous government paycheck. Actually, not that ridiculous. This is going to get worse before it gets better. You deserve to be somebody's first choice. Exactly. I agree with that guy. I agree with him. Um, and this is already going on too long. I'm sorry, but I hope you liked this story. I quite enjoyed it. I always love seeing people getting out of a terrible situation that they got themselves in, and it's great to see how people are so supportive. And again, I will keep saying this. I think the best advice comes from people who don't know the situation and aren't biased. Well, it's good to know the situation, but I think the biased part of it is the best. They're not, so it's absolutely great. Alright, so with that, I will be ending this video. Um, if you have not watched my other video, I highly recommend it. It was a good one, and it has a similar outcome. And I will leave you guys with the story. I'll link it in the comments if you guys would like to read um comments. Not the comments, I'll link it in the description. I'm sorry. Oh, making videos. Fun. But anyway guys, I'll see you in the next video. I will be coming out in a few days, and I look forward to seeing your comments if you have any, if anyone watches this, But have a good night.